Yo, yo. So, yo. Let me see. Yo, I'm trying to fix that. Does it still sound like that? I mean, now you good. Is it still like that? So I'm trying to. That's why I would have off for talking. Yeah, my fault, y'all. So it's still sounding crazy. Uh, that's the reason why I ain't gonna lie. I had to fix one. Uh, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. All right. I'm good. Let me see something. Right, I'll put the link in this. I don't listen. I'll put the link in. Oh yeah, that's the membership too, y'all. If you want to be members of the channel, I'm about to pin it. I'm about to pin the member. You want to be a member of the channel, y'all? Um, click that link if you want to be members of the channel. Let me. I did that. Uh, what up, brother O? What up with you? What up, brother O? Yeah. What up, T Killer?
It's good, bro.
Chilling, man. Can't complain.
Yeah,
Um,
same man, same man.
can't co- can't complain. Let me see. My mic good.
Yeah, nah, you sound fine now. It was just the very beginning, like
I'm fine
you
now.
couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah,
That's why I was laughing.
yeah,
'Cause it was like burp, 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 burp,
yeah,
burp, burp, burp. That's what it
yeah.
sounded
I don't know
like.
what that
You
was.
good now, bro?
Yes, okay, my laptop was acting up earlier. Um I would have. That's why it took me so long. But yeah, though, man. And plus, I had it. And I had to do this. I had to do this stream
Bro,
I had to do
got
this
a little
stream
dicey there. Got a little dicey.
because
Bro,
I'm
that
not good.
first half
Because
was bad,
if
bro.
we
I
would
think
have
that was
lost,
our worst
if
first
we would
half
have
of the
lost,
year, bro.
yeah, definitely. That was a.
We wouldn't have heard that.
I was
We
pissed
wouldn't have
off.
heard the end of
I
it.
was, and that's why I'm making this live stream because I would have listen. I would have done a stream tomorrow, right? I made it popped up on certain streams. If we would have lost, that would have popped up on certain streams. But I find it funny that now I thought because we the lost. Certainly, people start doing these streams. I'm in certain chats too. I'm in certain chats and people talking
21-point
quiet.
lead at the half.
I'm
That's all
tired.
I heard, bro.
Hey, a win
So
is a win. Listen, hey, a win is a win.
exactly.
I'll
Talk
tell you
about
this
it.
though. I did not like. Listen. I'm not satisfied with the game. We should have blown them out. It should have been no overtime game, no Pistons. But granted, I mean, like the Pistons play like their best game all year. I mean, like they
So
kind of. Let me see.
I said
I
I
mean,
said that right on I don't know, it's like Bang Osh channel. I think Bang did like a half I said it, but because they, everybody wanted us to lose, but that's whatever. We know that's gonna happen. And I just noticed like the whole team was off in the first half, bro. That was
yeah,
we were a
lazy
different
defense.
team when we came out in the second. Like, bro, and this is one of the things that I thought was interesting, right? So I went to my pop's house to watch the game with him, right? And I noticed Derek White seemed like he was like on ice skates in the first half. He must have slipped like 5 times. And I'm like, yo, I
Yeah,
bet he comes out in a different pair of sneakers in the second half, right? And Pops was
yeah,
like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, he's slipping every. I've never seen Derek White play this bad this year. Like, it was his worst. And the whole team played bad, don't get me wrong, but I was just
yeah. That
specifically,
first
I
half.
was like, D White's not playing like the way he plays, right? And
Yeah,
he comes out in like a different pair, and yeah, we just started forcing turnovers. We started playing defense, and they had nothing for Porzingis. They really couldn't. They really couldn't defend
they
him,
bad
And then
every time. But listen, when I be saying that's part of the offense that we didn't have in the past, people want to ignore that. It's like
facts.
that we don't. We didn't have that. We didn't have a listen. The Celtics are one of the best post scoring teams in the league for a reason. It's not. We don't just shoot threes. We shoot. Listen. We shoot a lot of threes. Don't we? Listen. We shoot a lot of threes. I mean, because granted, we when we how the when you got the team the talent of the Celtics, you space the floor, move the ball. You're going to have wide open looks at the end of the day. But people, let's not get it twisted. When we need it, we shout out Jason Tatum too. I like the energy. 'Cause I think he kicked it off. I like the energy that he
He
in
he
that
did.
second, especially in that third quarter. Attack, 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 attack,
Get to
attack,
the
attack.
line. Stop the
When
clock.
he playing like
Stop the clock. Score while the clock is off. Right?
right, right, like because when he's in that mode, man, he would look. Jason Tatum was in that mode, and he was making the right reads too. He was double double, shot bad, but a double double, 7 rebounds, 5 steals. He was very active. What up, Chris? Derek White, another 2 blocks, which is that's like
Bro, I'm trying to tell
this
people
is
like
insane.
this dude is like that.
This is insane. Like, and then the block he had against Jaden Ivey. Shout out to Jaden Ivey because he really hooped.
He had a game, bro. He had a game.
Yeah, he shout
He
out to
hit a couple
Drew
big
Holiday. Made sure,
shots.
yeah. And Drew Holiday make sure to get him out that game. Cause that was a big play right there by Drew Holiday. He played solid.
See, Drew's game won't come up on the stat sheet because he didn't have like a lot of
Yeah,
points, but he had a decent. I want to say he had at least 9 rebounds. I want to say a
yeah,
steal
yeah.
and a block,
And speaking of
and
rebounds, man, we got killed on it. We got one of the reasons why the games were this
we got
close
murdered.
was it went to overtime. Killed. We no boxing out, man. It's like, bro, we got box out, bro.
13 of
Like we got
14
box.
rebounds. They had more than us, bro.
Second chance points killed this. And that's listen. You giving. I don't care how bad of a team is. You giving a team extra opportunities and possessions. I mean, you're gonna hurt. And hey,
You're leaving the chance for them to get back into the game, Drew.
right. So I mean, hey, back to back
And on
tomorrow. We
top of
play the
that, you're
Raptors tomorrow.
shooting terrible. Like we had a
Shooting
terrible
back.
shooting first half, bro. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what the numbers are in the second half, but bro, we couldn't buy a bucket in the first half. Like that was I remember
Yeah.
like I'm watching the game and I'm like, what's going on? Like nobody can hit a shot. It wasn't like just one or two guys. It was the whole team.
Um.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
else
And then we just made that
noticed?
adjustment.
Yeah, Luke Cornett seemed like he don't. That's fine. Fine. Nima took his minutes. Luke Cornett's
Tatum
minutes,
might
because
took his job, bro.
What's up, y'all?
us. And I'm gonna be real
Yeah,
with you
bro.
though. What up, Pete? We got P Rose in the building, man. Salute to you, man.
What's up, man?
Um.
I just got back from Florida.
Okay, okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Word,
man.
man. Because I will say. That being said, we need another big. I don't give a like. I like Neiman. I don't have a problem with Luke Cornett. I don't trust both. I don't. I'll say this: Nima is better. I feel Nima is a little bit better, but I'll say this, brother. They had one job. Hey, that was gonna be against us. Listen, I'm telling you right now, it would have been a bunch of channels out here doing streams, as we know, if the
Facts.
Celtics would have lost. That's one of the reasons. That's the only main reason why I'm on here. That's only the main reason why I'm on here. By the way,
No,
that's really it.
they were hoping for it, Drew.
'Cause,
I'm telling you, like I seen it.
like,
Like they were like, "Oh,
Uh,
the Celtics are down 21 points at half." Like
yeah,
I
nah,
seen
but
it.
nah, I
So
feel like
that,
you're
honestly, I
not
feel like
wrong. You're
they
not
play
wrong
again
in
on
your
Saturday,
assessment.
right?
what you say, P Rose?
They play the Pistons again on Saturday, right?
I'm not
Um,
sure, but you're probably right if you're seeing
uh,
the schedule. I didn't even look.
no, I don't. No, we played like okay. Our next 5 games, like Raptors. Let me double check.
No, we don't see them again. Actually, now I think about it, because Scalabrini was talking
Yeah, we
about it.
play.
He was basically
We
saying
got
he thinks they're gonna win in the next few games
So,
because
well,
they
they
didn't
still,
look.
our.
oh, they play the
You
Raptors on
said
Saturday. Then they play the
you said
Rockets.
our bench. Our benches ain't all. I mean, our bench need to improve. I mean, people. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to like overall scoring on the bench, I get it. We're one of the bottoms of the league. But our bench is not as bad as people try to make it seem like. Granted, it do need improvements, right? Because of the injuries, you know what I mean? People in and out the lineup and stuff like that. Absolutely right. But we are winning games. The bench had like Peyton Pritchard had 9 points off the bench. You still have to worry, even when Sam Howell's been struggling lately. But that being said, you still got to worry about him. He still like I mean,
See, Hauser's been
you still got to
inconsistent.
worry
We got
about
to
it.
be honest about. We got to be honest
Yeah,
about
he
that,
been
Drew.
he been he
He's been
been bad for
inconsistent.
like
When he's hot, he's hot. But
yeah.
he was bricking a
But
lot of shots tonight. But Pritchard was too. So I mean, on
yeah,
one play, Pritchard bricked three. Remember, Drew got the rebound, hit Pritchard. He bricked
yeah,
again, and then some, like
yeah. But Payne
that you
got nine
can't have
points. I
that.
mean,
But
but Payne, yeah, but Payne been honest with you, besides that, Payne doing his job lately though.
No, he
yeah, he ain't
is.
gonna shoot efficiently.
We're just talking about this
He
game.
ain't,
We're just talking about this game.
yeah, no, but he had 9 points. I expect him to have more for this tonight. But with that being said, um, listen, we Celtics
True,
do
I'll
need to
be
make
honest.
some more moves. We gotta
They're
make some more
saying our
moves on
bench
the
is
bench.
weak because we got three white boys. That's why they're saying the bench is weak. You know what I mean? Like
Could be,
they're
hey, that
trying to
could be
attack.
true. Listen. I granted like, 'cause like I said, when it comes to scoring benches wise, we're down the bottom. But if you look, that being said, Porzingis, we have multiple dudes missing games and guys that stepped up and played well. During the season,
Bro,
yes,
I
this
think
game
Caden's
wouldn't be
been
a good
playing
example of
great
that.
at center
Yeah,
as far as rebounding. Like tonight wasn't that game that would be an example, but that dude
yeah,
been getting like double doubles like most of
yeah,
the games he played. He don't need to
yeah.
score a ton of points. But if you're
Right.
getting 10 boards a game, send it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this though. Well, the room, because I'm hearing rumor about Kelly Olynyk, whatever. They said I heard it. A shout out to the High About the Celtics podcast. I don't know if y'all anybody heard about this. All them.
I've
They
been
said
hearing
we
about the
could get
Olenek
Kelly.
thing.
We could be here about Kelly Olynyk, but they said how that would work is like basically like this, a loophole. Well, basically we'll get Chris Dunn a deal, and they buy out Kelly Olynyk. Danny Age, Utah will buy out Kelly, and we just give um Utah a first round and maybe a second for Chris Dunn, and they just buy out Kelly Olynyk and they can come to the Celtics.
Makes
I
sense.
don't know if that would happen. I don't know if that would happen. It makes sense because
He only makes
but
like 12 million, true, I think.
yeah, but we gotta trade like all our bench dudes. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you.
No, he would. No, that's not true though. True.
Yeah,
What do you mean all our bench dudes? Who do
we
we got to
gotta trade
trade
like
for a $12 million
Luke
contract?
Cornet, Luke Cornet.
Send it.
Everybody not making like Luke Cornet, like Lamar, Dellen. Like we had to trade like all those guys. I wouldn't mind Kelly Olynyk. If we can get him in a buyout, if that deal that I just
I think
said,
you would
if we
fit
can get
right
him
in,
like that
bro.
way,
I ain't worried about Luke Cornett.
yeah,
I like how
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
solid off the bench guy, but from
yeah.
what why am I forgetting
I
his
wouldn't
name?
mind.
The
Yeah, I
dude
wouldn't
that's been
mind.
playing center for us off the bench, Kada. He's been playing
Yeah,
great, bro. Like I'm not
yeah,
he's
um,
basically he gets to the line.
yeah,
He's getting
yeah.
them little hook shots, and he gets offensive rebounds. So I'm not really mad. Like we can get Kelly Olynyk for Luke Cornett. I'm not mad at that.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I'm just saying, like, the only way I think the most reasonable way to get him is out the buyout and the move out basically. What up, Sean? But there's other names I would like them to try.
Sure.
Precious Achuya, I wouldn't mind them to get him. I
Good.
wouldn't
He is good.
mind Nick Richards from the Charlotte Hornets, which I'm watching a little bit right now. He'd be a solid. I think he's a solid big. He a rebound, double guy, protect the rim. You know what I mean? He's a guy that could. As a third big per se too. Definitely wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that.
Um, I would say, let me see, let me see, who else? Oleg Poseski from the OKC Thunder. He's an interesting case. Um, he's a 6'10". He's a 7 foot. Y'all need to get a shot created off the bench. Yeah, Corey Kispert. I want Brad Stevens to go get Corey Kispert from the Washington Wizards.
For Corey Kispert.
That'll be that'll be a very yes. I think we can listen. Corey Kispert is very underrated.
Yeah.
And be honest with you,
I only seen the Wizards like 3 times this year, so
Listen,
I ain't
I
seen
watched
too
the
much.
Wizards. I
he
watched.
been he's a solid role. Like
He's a solid role player.
he can
However,
shoot. He can shoot. He can shoot that three ball, and he can drive. You know what I mean? He can create. He can score a little bit on three levels.
the only issue
So
is he has the same issue as that whole team. Can't guard to
Well,
save. They can't guard to save their life. I can't even lie. I watch it.
listen, he played for the Celtics. And he gonna play effort. He gonna play effort. Though listen,
They
when he
don't.
play for the Celtics, ain't gonna be a big of an issue. He play on the Celtics
we can disguise them.
because we just need. So I mean, listen, Bones Highland. He's a guy that we can make be interested. I trust Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens gonna make some type of move. If
Yeah,
it because the thing is though,
Yeah, me too.
which I like about Brad. Brad gonna make a move that we ain't gonna see coming. Like, oh snap! Like,
You
oh,
know, yeah, he don't
like
sit on his hands, true. Like some of these other owners, like he don't wait. He just gets it done and then lives with it.
and
You
you
know,
heard
so
heard what Wick said. Wick said he don't care. Wick spending that money now. Wick said, listen, I don't care how. Listen, he's spending that money. So Bones would be great for y'all. Bones, like I said, I don't know.
yeah.
Listen,
The
he went
Shard
for
Howard would be a good asset.
yeah,
That's a
but
that man.
I mean, but I definitely, but the number one priority though is get a big though. That's the number one priority is get a big.
that's what
Even
I'm
if it be
thinking.
Andre Drummond. Even if it's Andre Drummond, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind Andre Drummond. I wouldn't mind a Precious Achuya. I wouldn't mind the Alec Poseski from the Thunder.
Mhm.
I like him. I like Poco because he's not even playing though. Like I think you can easily get him off the TPA. He's not even playing. We give him like a second. We give OKC a second or two off the TPE. We can easily get him.
I'm thinking the low
He's a guy
money
that can.
guys. Yeah,
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 he's a stretch forward, and he's solid. He played well for them last year. He just now is like you got Chet Holmgren and you got Jalen Williams. You got to play behind those guys. It's like he ain't getting no minutes.
yeah.
He's like
It's
the
cra- it's crazy, man. But honestly, bro, I'm looking at your team, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all don't win this year, it's gonna be kind of a disappointment. Like if y'all don't like the way it's looking right now, if y'all don't win this year, I'd
oh
be shocked.
brother. What
no,
first of all,
the pressure is on for sure.
half the players I named. Some of y'all don't even probably even know, man. Some of all of us I know was a lot of them sleeped on. Like Nick Richards, I'm looking at him right now in the Lakers. Like that is a I think somebody like him is definitely a guy that where I could get. Like I think he averaged almost like 10 rebounds off the bench for Charlotte.
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
know about these dudes though. Like they'll come out of the blue and they just got somebody. So like you said, true. Like the Celtics organization they don't really mess around when it comes to like, especially to my man's point. Like this year, we have expectations, bro. Like I'm telling you, I'm in the city.
Yeah.
Like I hear the local radio show. Like we're all in this year. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, something will happen. I think they'll
Offensive.
make some
Yeah.
strong move.
I mean, shoot, y'all team good. My team sucked. They just got beat down by the Miami Heat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I was watching the game.
Yeah,
Were
the
you a
Warriors.
Warriors fan, bro?
Yeah, they got beat down. I have no idea what's wrong with this team, but that's a whole nother.
Y'all were, y'all were just on a 5 game win streak though. Y'all just this is the
No,
second loss in a row.
yeah, yeah,
It's just
it's
they just rely too much on Steph.
it's more. Literally, I already have to suffer being a Patriots fan. I've suffered
I
this
mean,
year.
bro, we're
Yeah,
Suffered.
Patriots
no, I
fans
hear you,
too.
bro.
It, it's
We don't even need to get into
oh, but shoot,
That
I was
shit
watching.
crazy.
Yeah, it was like it was chill.
Yeah,
Like
that shit terrible, man. They really dogging on Bill. I don't like the reason why I don't like this year because like, and I get it. Bill Belichick do need to get criticized for what he's doing. Like I'm not down that, but they've really been like front running on his ass, front running all these shit about Bill, like he ain't a good coach now. Like it's
It's
so bad.
see
Like I heard
that
somebody compare it. Like
that's
shoot,
crazy
we
to me,
won
right?
last. Like
Because I hear
we
these like
granted, like
local fans when I'm at work calling into like, it's like
yeah,
the local Boston show or whatever. I'm in the city, and
Can I?
they kill
what up,
dudes that
Sean?
say like they don't give um Belichick no credit, but it's just since the last few years. That's what all
It,
the criticism, just
it
people
ain't.
just put extra sauce on it like he was never a good coach.
Yeah,
That's
It's not the
nonsense.
coaching. It's not the
right.
coaching. It's him as a GM.
But he does need to go. Like
Yeah.
I'll
it's
say
just
this.
time. It's just
I'll
time.
say
He's
I
73
do say
or
this.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm cool if he stays. He gotta give away that GM job though.
No, can't be the GM. If he stays, he
Yeah,
cannot be
that
the
that
GM. He can.
You gotta give away that GM job.
He he
that ain't
he
even a discussion no more.
he messed up when he thought that he could put Matt Patricia as the offensive coordinator and Joe Judge as the quarterback coach, and he think he can make lemonade.
And Bill Bryan gotta go. And Bill Bryan gotta go. He
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, yo,
Cause
send
I
him
just
back to
noticed. So
Alabama.
first of all, why Malik Cunningham? Why we couldn't keep Malik? I don't. I'm pissed. I'm kind of pissed off that we didn't see how Malik Cunningham could play. Cause I was curious. I mean, I was give him an opportunity. Bailey Zapp was playing trash too. If Bailey Zapp playing trash and Mac Jones playing trash, why not give Malik Cunningham opportunity? But I find it funny that I just saw that the Milrow, um, the
Yeah.
Alabama quarterback, Bill Bryant didn't believe in him, and he's a dual threat quarterback. And I was like, okay, the Malik Cunningham shit gets. I kind of put two together. I'm like, okay, because like he kind of like I don't know. Bill Bryant gotta go, in my opinion. It just is what it is. I mean, I guess he's a. I don't know, but
Send him back to
fire
Alabama.
Monty.
Send him back to
Fire
Alabama.
Monty. This is not a Monty Williams problem. Monty Williams, listen, the Pistons know
It's
what they're
really
doing.
not.
They're trying. This is a tryout. This is a tryout for the Pistons. Pistons are trying players out and who's going to be the future of this team. I mean, the fact. I mean, the talent. You seen this roster. This Pistons roster is not good, and they was missing people tonight. So like. Livers, that boy garbage. Good God Almighty, that boy. I was glad he was in the game. I was. Every time he got in the game, I was excited. Like
He said, "Thank
that's
God, that hot garbage."
just go. I was like, he was playing terrible. I was like, what the hell? Who was like? I was like, who was?
Send it.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah, because I
yeah,
can look. I'm just watching this. I'm looking this. I'm looking this thing of the scores for the night or that game. Oh shoot, the Lakers be in the dog water at the Hornets.
yeah. They Darvin Ham was like, hey, Darvin Ham was like, you saw
Yeah,
that
they
17
supposed, yeah,
on these.
they supposed to because
Hey,
they
hey, don't
wasn't about must have turned around in the second half.
shoot, man. I
Yeah,
went. I ain't gonna lie, they lost to the world. Listen, 'cause they was ready. Everybody was ready us to lose against the Pistons. They was ready for that shit, bro.
he said.
I
He
give
said. He saw Isaiah Livers.
livers and so I thought
Yeah,
the
that man
livers, livers.
is Livers. That man was 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 6 for three, 1 of 4 for the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, a -13, and had 9 points for the game.
Yeah, like he was. But hey, man, every game gonna be pretty. That was if the funny thing about the game was like, I'm. It should have been that close, but it was a good game, though. That's the funny shit about it. That's one of the best games that I saw this year. That's a fun. That's true. That's true. A random December game. A Pistons and Celtics game. Who would have thought?
Yeah,
Sure.
I watched the game too, and salute y'all. But I watched the
What
game,
up?
and
What up, Sean?
the Pistons need a veteran quarterback badly.
Facts.
They need a veteran quarterback. Like who actually fit well on that team? Crazy as it might seem, Chris Paul. Because
Yeah,
when they get up, they don't know. They don't have anybody who manages the game for them. And I know Cade has the ball a lot, and I know a lot of people talking about him and Jaden Ivey and whether or not they can play together long term. And they said an interesting stat during the game. I don't know if y'all heard, but last season Jaden Ivey accounted for 29 points a game.
My bad, man.
And then this year is down to 19 points a game. And it was because he didn't really play with Cade last year. He had the ball in his hands more last year. And so, but they need they need a veteran quarterback. They need somebody to come in and just who don't have to play a lot of minutes necessarily. Don't have to come in and play 40 minutes a night, but just somebody who can come in and can settle them down when they get in games like this. Because when you're up 21, you can't lose a game like that. I'm sorry. I know it's the Celtics, and the Celtics weren't fully up. Kevin Brown wasn't there, but you can't lose that game.
Yeah, they're young and dumb for sure.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Like K, the K point guard experiment. They got that gotta stop. I mean, K can still do what he does, but they need another guard, lead guard, specifically to put with Jaden. I like and Jaden Ivey can be there still because Jaden Ivey he's definitely got his potential. He quick as he's definitely like he's quick, athletic. He showing he got becoming a better shooter. So I don't know. Depending on the draft, what is Alex Starr? I don't know. If they get a top 3 pick, they're gonna get a good pick. I don't know. I mean, they need a veteran. With that being said, they need a veteran.
They need a
I
veteran.
don't know what the cap space situation. I don't know what the cap space. Well, Terry Rose. Well, I'm looking at the Lakers game. Terry Rozier would be decent for them. I think.
Yeah, I said that.
I think
he's
I think Terry
nice.
Rozier would be
He's
decent for
been
them.
balling this year.
I think Terry Rozier would be decent for them. He's. I mean, besides like we know, like people say Derek White underrated, whatever. But I think Terry Rozier, like besides like say Derek White, I don't think Derek White underrated no more because like I think that's like a trend now. I mean, if you don't know Derek White can play, it's like. But besides like you could say Derek, like Terry Rozier is very underrated. So maybe a Pistons could go. I don't know. Pistons. What else a veteran
True. How
guard?
many turnovers did the Pistons have in the second half? It seemed like a lot. Do you know by any chance?
I'm about to double check. I forgot top of my head.
Seemed like they were just turning the ball over a lot.
They had 18 altogether. So you know that's you're gonna lose like that. 18 turnovers. That's Pistons gonna get a top 3 pick, but same time though, they need veterans too though. If they're not gonna get no generational player, even if they get a generational player, they still need a veteran.
Well, to me,
the Spurs had that problem too. There's a lot of young teams that got that problem right now.
Right. To me, true. What the Pistons are right now is what the Suns were 5 years ago. They had a lot of young pieces. They had a franchise player in Booker, like the Pistons having Cade Cunningham. They had some good pieces like Ayton, some other guys, but they needed a veteran. And when they got Chris Paul, we saw what happened. Right. When you add Chris Paul with Monty Williams. I'm not saying the Pistons need to go get Chris Paul, but they got to get somebody. They got to get a veteran guy guard because again, it's just not. I don't think they're gonna ever. I don't think it's a matter of them accumulating young talent and stuff like that. They can be better based on what I saw tonight.
Yeah, basically. That's what I kind of see too. I mean, like I said they basically this is basically like tryouts basically on the future of this team, and I think they're going. I think they're going to address that in the off season. They're going to address it in the off season. I think Sean. I mean, clearly, listen. If people think Monty's job is safe. Monty is not. Listen,
they ain't going nowhere.
Clearly, they trying to get a high pick. Monty knew. Listen, Monty Williams knew what he signed up for. I mean,
You're right about that.
Yeah,
He knew
and
what
the
he knew
man,
where they were.
he's the second highest
yeah,
paid coach in the league in the
that
first
too.
year.
The money helped too.
Yeah,
The money
he,
helped
well,
too.
I mean, you paying him
Yeah.
to be in Detroit, right? Again, it wasn't like Detroit was the most attractive job out there that he could have got. You had to pay to get what he brings to Detroit. So is that factors in too, true. But I just again, the fire Monty and all this stuff, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
he ain't going nowhere, bro. Like Marty still coaches that. Like you
Oh
watching the
no,
games.
yo,
It's like it's only so much you could do. You have less talent. Like end of the day, you can RP Rose catch you, man. But
RIP.
'cause like I said, you like you said, end of the day, you could be the best coach in the world, but you don't got players that can execute. Like what? I mean, come on, like
bro, they shouldn't be a
they,
28-0 team, if you ask me. And to my man's point, like, yeah, if you had somebody to just gather them in, like they just look so they're not ready for high pressure situations. Like they weren't expecting the Celtics to come
yeah,
back.
yeah,
And you could see it.
they,
They started turning the ball over. They need somebody to gather them up and be like, yo, just lock in. It's not so I agree with you, Sean, on that point for sure. Like they could definitely use a
yeah,
voice in their locker room to be like, all right, fellas, relax. You know what I mean? Because I just think it takes the same way you win 15 games in a row. I think it takes effort to lose 28 in a row. That's crazy.
Uh,
So
yeah.
they just need a veteran voice in that locker room. I'm sorry.
Yes, yeah, because it don't help. Like they said, like, come on, they played the Sixers 3 times already during this losing streak. They played them 3 times, like the Sixers, teams like that during a losing streak. So it's like it's definitely. I mean, cause like you said, they've been blowing. Like they've been in some of them games too. Like I be watching some. It be like the Pistons gonna win, and it's like they need some veteran presence, man. I don't know what. I mean. But
y'all remember a couple years ago, True T Kill. Y'all remember a couple years ago? I want to say it was when the Suns and the Lakers played in the first round, and there was a game in LA. Suns were up in the series there, but there was a game. It was like the last game in LA. I think it was a closeout game in LA. Suns jumped out early on them, right? Jumped out early, and
Yep.
Chris Paul came out the game, and Lakers went on a run, made it a game, whatever. Chris Paul came back in the game. And it was a couple series and sets where, Monty was saying something from the sideline, and Chris was like, "I got it." Right. And then the
Gotta gather
Sun,
you guys up.
right. Like he understood like the moment in the game and what to do, which is again, we could talk about young talent, and it's great to have young talent, but it's something the value of having a guy like that when you put the ball in their hands and it's like, we're good. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Facts.
yeah, like just because you have young
They
talent, you
felt
still
that
need them
pressure
other
before.
factors. Yeah, you still need them other factors. Like, yeah, I understand James Harden won a championship, but like he didn't. Just because you have people look at things like that, it's like you need to like. I mean, you got Alec Burke, whatever, but like I said, for the most part, this team is young as hell. And then you got, mind you, how Detroit they in the like their situation at now, you got people probably disgruntled that don't want to be there, waiting to get traded, and you got a bunch of young talent. That mix not really good. You know what I mean? They rebuilding, so like I said, they should be good. I mean, I think they
And
should be
true
good like a couple years
to the
though.
Pistons, I'll give it to them. They didn't quit tonight.
Yeah, they
They
didn't.
were playing
They didn't
to
quit.
basically the last second. Like they ripped that. Cunningham hit a three. You know what I mean? With basically most guys would have just dribbled out. Like maybe not dribbled out, but you know what I'm saying. Like they were down 7, 8 points. Like
They playing hard as hell, man.
he
I ain't
hit a
gonna.
three and then fouled right away. So like
Yeah,
I don't think they should. I don't think they're as bad as their record says. I really don't. I just
Right.
think they don't know how to win. And yeah, that's why I think I agree with Sean.
Yeah, and Chris Davis, I don't know if you watched the game, but Wiseman only played 13 minutes.
Yeah.
He was 3 for 3 in 13 minutes. I think he got a few rebounds. He set a couple nice screens. Like that's what they ask him to do. They're not asking him to go out and be a star. He's the backup to Jalen Durant right now. So I'm not sure what you mean that he didn't do anything. He did what he could in that limited playing time.
Yeah, 13 minutes. I mean, you do that in 13 minutes. I mean, that's always a positive. So I don't know, but at least yeah, they beat. Yeah, I saw the. Yeah, I keep seeing more of these KD conversations and all that. I know he denied it, whatever, but like Shannon Sharp had. I watched this a little bit. I seen a clip of Shannon Sharp on his Nightcap podcast. He was like with Gilbert Arenas. I was like, well, you deny all these claims, the past claims, and you still got traded. So it was like, what's the difference now? And that was a good point. That's because I mean, Katie. Every time Katie in trade talks, it's always like a deny it, and then it's like next thing you know, Katie is going somewhere else. So I mean, it's. I think people should be monitoring what Phoenix Suns are doing, especially if they keep on losing
Yeah.
or below outside the plan because. Yeah, Devin Booker, he's young.
Do,
He's
do
like
y'all
what,
know what's wrong
27
with
years old.
Bradley Beal?
His ankle. Last time I saw it was the ankle, right? His ankle. He sprayed his ankle bad
Oh,
Man, I
okay.
feel like he's
over a
just
jump shot.
out.
Is it because of that? That his, last time we because this, somebody landed. He landed on somebody's foot or something.
No,
KD coming to the Lakers?
sounds
No, he
about
not.
right. I
No, he
just
not. He ain't coming to the
feel
Lakers.
like he's been out.
KD. That's crazy. Where KD would like I said. I mean, I don't know. KD. I think KD definitely leaving. I don't. He. I think he definitely. I think he do get traded though. That's my bet.
Oh, you
I
think
do
you
think
think
he
he's
gets
out,
traded.
True? I don't think he's going nowhere.
Is it? But here's the thing. I'm following the trend though. Remember the Warriors? He said nothing was going to happen on the Warriors, right? Next thing you know, he gets traded, right? He dismissed the rumors before, but then ends up still get traded, right? Oh, even OKC.
I
Oh,
hear
it's
you.
going all the way back to OKC. I'm just going over the trend of like he denies these rumors, whatever. 'Cause, I
I
mean, of
don't think
course,
that's
rumors
not
are rumors.
sound like. I think that's sound. You going with history. I think that's smart, right? My whole thing is
That's
he hadn't
yeah.
been he wasn't 35, and the Suns basically went all in with this trade, bro. So I don't think he's going anywhere. At least not this year.
You know,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Well,
Like
let
you
me ask
said, you're just following the trend, and
yeah.
you're 100%. You know, you can absolutely use that logic because it's smart, and that seems to be the trend with this guy. But nah, I don't think he's going anywhere, bro.
You know what? You know the team, and I got a team that he could go to if this team want to pull the trigger and go all out.
I
Um,
think I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
you.
OKC if they can if they
Yeah,
got the draft picks, they got the draft picks.
him
Hold,
and
they got
Shea
the
would
draft
be.
pick. If they want to go stupid, hey, listen, listen. 7 first round draft picks. Nobody turned that. Listen, 7 first round draft pick. Nobody turned that
And
down.
they
And I'm
got
be
him
real.
too.
I'm OKC. And now, no,
OKC got
let me
all
make
the
this
picks.
clear. Let me make this clear. In a regular situation, I wouldn't do this. But if you're the guy, if you're OKC, and you're not necessarily there, but you got SGA, you got Chet Holmgren, you got young talent around you, and you add a guy like a veteran like KD on that team, where he, I mean, he don't have to. I think hold on, let me see the money because Berton's on that team. Berton's making a decent hold up.
They could make it work either way, but yeah, you might as well look at it.
They got cash space.
Let
So
me
I don't
ask you a question, True. I'm just think about this from Phoenix perspective. Wouldn't you, if you Phoenix, wouldn't you want to trade him outside the conference? Get him out of the West?
yeah,
Fair question.
I would that's a good question. That's definitely a good question. But I mean, but Sean though, at least six first round draft picks.
Well,
It's
yeah,
hard to turn down.
no. I mean,
I don't care.
yeah, the picks are great, but I mean, if you Phoenix, and again,
Yeah,
I'm not saying I would not have a conversation, but when you're Phoenix and Matt Ishbia, the owner, you basically want to win immediately. So
that's why I think he stays, Sean.
Yeah, I think he stays at least this season, T Killer. But I do think, honestly,
next year is a conversation.
I think going in the off season,
they need those picks, bro.
If you
Orlando.
Well, I wouldn't say Orlando. For me, it would be the Knicks.
Knicks. Yeah, you said you were talking about Knicks. You said
because
Knicks. Knicks could be it.
They have assets, they have players, and it would just seem to make more sense where they are where the Knicks are right now versus where a team like OKC or Orlando or others, might be. And again, get him out of the conference. I don't want him impacting my playoff chances at all.
That's a good point.
Not at all.
That's a great point.
So,
that's a great point because
you're
right. You know what? Yeah, because I was on because the 6 first round draft pick would be tempting, but like you said,
I was gonna say the
like so you
Sixers
do
or
gotta
the
think
Heat
about
or something like
you
that.
do got the Sixers, the Heat. I don't know. I mean, like I said,
Not in your
Sixers.
conference.
I ain't gonna. To be honest with you, the Knicks have Knicks can make a move right now. I don't know what the Knicks trying to do. Like Knicks can make a move right now. Just be
Yeah, their
honest with
front
you.
office is just incompetent. Like they just don't. I don't know. They don't seem to want to pull the trigger. They always seem to want to wait for like the best move that never comes.
They wait last
Weird.
minute. They wait last minute to do something. Like, which I mean, they got Jalen Brunson, so I give them that. They got. I mean, they made some.
Pops
They made
works
some
for the
decent moves.
franchise. Like
Yeah, they
they
made some
have all
decent
the
moves
picks though.
though.
True.
Yeah,
They have a bunch of stuff they can do. So
they. So I mean,
you got to keep them. You got to keep them on the map.
yeah, the Suns. Yeah, Suns. I don't know. The Suns is definitely. I mean, because like I don't know. It's definitely crazy. I mean, now it's like, but you all see the trend, right? Like the trend that's a real trend. Like it been rumblings going on, and like okay, he denies it. KD
It is
denies it,
true,
and
but if
then
we're 30 games in and we already want to trade this guy, like that's why I don't think it's that realistic. Like I think they went all in and they're gonna have to play it out to a certain extent.
right. I think they want to.
Yeah, you
I
can get
agree
off
with that.
dude, but
Yeah, they want to see.
I get that.
Yeah, they want to see what it was like when Bill and Booker and all of them on the court together, right?
Exactly.
Before they make a move. Again, you understand, KD can be a little mercurial in terms of, when everything's going well, he's generally fine, but, that's how he kind of gets down. But he also got to understand that he handpicked this situation just like he handpicked Brooklyn. They did everything in Brooklyn to acquiesce to him, and it didn't work. And until we see it, until he gets a chance to be with Bill and Booker on the floor with Nurkic and, and Frank Vogel can, figure out, what all that looks like in terms of rotations and things. I just don't think it's too soon for them to make a move. But again, I think if they get all those guys together and they underachieve this season, meaning they don't make the finals at minimum, then I think they are having a conversation in the offseason.
Yeah.
Facts.
What up? We got H from the UK. That's funny. You say he going back to OK, Golden State. That'd be hilarious. He go back to Golden State. That'd be hilarious. Like that'd be hilarious. I know
I don't see
KD
that.
career is funny. I ain't gonna lie. KD
I
career is
don't see
funny
that
as shit.
happening.
It's like KD career is funny as hell. Like when he retired and all that, and he got maybe the jersey retirements and stuff. Maybe the future documentaries. That's gonna be hilarious because like you can't make this stuff up. Like you got Jordan got the Last Dance, the KD the Traveler. You know what I mean? You travel team to team. Like how many teams would KD
The trash
like?
dance.
That should be how many teams KD will finish when his career's over with? Like that's a real question now at this point. Like well, I mean, like
I
is
mean,
he gonna beat Shaq record? He gonna
Yeah, he gonna be. Will he be the all time great that plays for the most teams?
man. Well, how many Moses played for eight?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like now that I think about it,
Moses played for eight. Right?
I
Let me
don't
double
think it was
check.
8. Unless
I'm
you're
also
including
looking at APA too.
the ABA. He played for the Rockets, Sixers, Bullets,
I'm going with
Hawks.
so what's this? KD's fourth team?
He played for Bucks. Yeah, it's 14.
Yeah, this is
What
14.
up, H?
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, guys, man?
What's up,
How
H?
you
How you
doing,
doing?
H?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
big. Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Kate.
give my
Most-
2 pence
What you
quickly,
about to
man.
say?
Yeah, just give my 2 pence quickly. KD, if the Suns don't get it done this year, they're trading. It's pointless having him. How old would he been then? Like 37, 36, 37. Pointless having him. Don't make sense. And I already put in with
Nah,
Golden
he's
State.
35, bro. He's not 36. 35.
Yeah, so next year he'll be 30. Next year he'll be 37. I mean 36. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't 37. But I hear what you're saying.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's pointless having him then. There's only so much he can do for that team. From what I see with the Suns are just what's the term? It's just it's a pretty boy team, man. Nobody wants to do the dirty work. Everyone wants to score. Nobody wants to do the real dirty work. And if your leaders don't want to do the dirty work, you need someone like a Pat Beverly, a Caruso, a Draymond Green, who's gonna set the defensive tone of the team. KD's not gonna do that. Booker's not gonna do that. So unless you're gonna get
even
players like that,
piggyback with
run
your
though.
point, Eric Gordon. Piggyback with your point, H. That's a great point because Eric Gordon, he was complaining about like getting certain shot attempts. Like he a whole role player, making no league minimum, no respect, Eric Gordon. We all know you can hoop, but you can play about shot attempts during this stage of your career now is kind of crazy. Like that's kind of wild. Like
It is, man. But then
that's the point, H.
when you look at the team though, like let's look at Bradley Beal and let's look at Eric Gordon. Like, don't get me wrong, the talent's a big gap, but the playing style's very the same. They do pretty much the same thing in terms of playing style. It's pointless. Me personally, Bradley Beal, I'd pack him up, man. Trade him. Get something better. Or something what's needed.
So they got
It's a hard
assets to
contract to
trade him then?
trade though. That's gonna be a hard contract. I mean, dang, he
Yeah,
got 4 more years on
but
this
it's
deal.
30 games
He
in.
making
That's
50.
my only pushback.
And that's
I
the
think
thing.
everything you said was right on.
Yeah, and I agree with you, H. I'm sorry, TQ. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I agree with you, H. I just think the big question is what is Bradley Beal's value around the league when you look at his contract, which is humongous, plus his more recent injury history. He just doesn't stay on the floor. So what do you really, what team is giving up, the kid in caboodle for Bradley Beal? because that would be my only issue.
I know what you mean, man. There's one team that comes to mind, and that's the Charlotte with LaMelo Ball. That's the only team that comes to mind. Well, I think we're taking. You got Rozier, it looks like they're trying to trade Rozier. If they get Bradley Beal, that would be an upgrade. The Suns get rid of Bradley Beal, and Rozier can actually play the point because he's shown it before. He's not the best point guard, but he can handle the ball at least, and he's a bit scrappy on the defensive end. So that would be my only trade. There's probably another one out there, but
Rozier
That
been
wasn't
hooping.
bad, but you gotta make that money. Like you said though, but that's the big issue is that money work. Cause like Bradley Beal making 46 this year, and he
Yeah,
making
that's the
50 next
problem.
year. So like, I mean, Terry only making like 22 or something like that. He making, but that's what I'm saying. You got, I mean, who else? I
He's
mean,
making 23. True, he's making 23.
yeah, but I'm
yeah.
saying we
So
I
gotta make
looked
that.
it up last
That's
night.
you got to make at least like get like 20, like at least 20 more
So you gotta,
or that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you gotta make up for that bread.
So you just throw in another
So it's like
rotational player. Throw in another rotational player, make the numbers
Miles,
match.
maybe so. I mean, probably like who else on that team making money? Like that's the thing that Charlotte, young, you know what I mean. They got a lot of, you know what I mean, rookie contracts and minimum guys. Um, maybe a PJ Washington. He did a little he do
Yeah,
little dirty work and stuff like that.
that's a
Maybe a
good shot.
PJ and PJ and maybe like a Nick Rich. I don't know. You could do some small guy. You know what I mean. You can make they can make the money work. It's just um which it probably would Suns wouldn't mind though. But even with that though, it's still gonna be Bradley Beal injury history. 'Cause even with the cap going up, right? The cap even going up is that contract's still bad. Like you know what I mean? The contract's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
bad even with the salary going up. So it's like, I mean, if he plays, like if he plays a decent amount of games this season, then I think you can make a decent trade. But it's all depend on his health this year. Cause
definitely.
man, it's like
The second team would be the Blazers, man. If you could trade Bradley Beal to the Blazers,
That would be very interesting.
yeah,
the
because I
Blazers.
think,
That'd be interesting.
yeah, I think they really want to tank. They really, really want to tank. After what's his name, the point guard they had, I forgot what his name is. Scoot Henderson. That's it.
School.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, he
looking.
been playing
He's
better.
looking.
He been playing better since he got his prescription.
Brogdon wants out of there too.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. Brogdon, if I'm the
Right.
Suns, I want Brogdon.
That's who I want to. That's who I
Yeah,
want to. He's
Brogdon.
injury
Yeah.
prone as well, but I think
Yeah.
Brogdon to me is a leader, man. I don't know why Milwaukee Bucks got rid of him, man. He's very good to me. He's a
He's a
he's a
great
steady
player.
guard, man.
They they want to pay him. They
It
thought
was
okay, Eric Bledsoe.
the Pacers got rid of him. Did he go to Milwaukee shortly before Portland traded him? Or I mean,
No,
before
Milwaukee.
Portland acquired him?
He's drafted
He
by
was on
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. He was drafted by Milwaukee, and then when
Oh,
his
okay.
contract was when it was time to get an extension, they didn't match. They didn't match it, right? Pacers. They didn't match it for the Pacers, if I'm not mistaken.
I forget how old. I forgot how old
It was a sign
Brogdon
and
was.
trade, crew. It
Yeah,
was a sign and trade.
you know
Signing
the
trade. It
young
was
player.
my fault. It signed
Yeah.
because I forgot who was part of that trade. It was I forget. Yeah, it was something like that. Forget. I mean, the Bucks didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, it
I
was
know
basically
the Bucks didn't want to pay him.
yeah, the Bucks was basically counting pennies because of the luxury tax. So they basically had to make a choice, and they chose to let Brogdon go and take the trade exception. And I want to say it was one small player came back in the deal, but it
It's a
wasn't like
while ago.
it wasn't a huge deal.
Yeah, Brogdon would be a good like Bradley. Yeah, well, you can probably get Thibault for Bradley. If you want to, like, of course you gotta get it. I don't know how many picks Suns got, right? You may gotta throw maybe one draft pick, maybe a seconds. You know what I mean? Because if Bradley Beal hurt,
That's
then
their
you know what I
problem.
mean.
True,
Like,
they don't have a lot of picks. Like I think they have like a lot of
Yeah,
their picks are like years away. You know what I mean? Like they got like
yeah.
2027s, and
Yeah,
they might have one first round.
they got seconds at least.
Like they're in a bad. That's why I said they
I ain't
went
gonna lie,
all in,
they
bro,
may
this
got
season.
wait.
That's
Yeah,
why I
they
don't
may
think
got wait.
KD's going nowhere.
They may got wait all off season because if they want if they want to do trade, I think if they do trade Bradley Beal, KD has to go first so they can get you know what I mean assets of the team acquiring KD so they can move Bill because Bill, I mean, unfortunately, Bill has been injury prone. This is, I mean, he's not reliable. So if Bill do
Who
go,
wants to
I
acquire that
think K.
contract though? And dude hasn't played really all
I
season.
take it. I
That's
take
their
it. I
problem.
take it.
They're up against it.
Maybe a take it out, but he's on a long term. Damn, he's on a long term
That's
deal
what I'm
too. Though.
saying, but bro, I'm telling you, the
God
Suns are in
damn
a
it,
bad spot,
shit.
Drew. They
It is
went
bad. I
all
ain't gonna
in
lie,
this
that shit.
season. That's what we
The
gotta.
Blazers
That
will
Like
shit.
take
we
that
really
contract,
have to
man.
identify that. Like
This
they're in a
shit. God
bad
almighty.
spot, fellas.
Yeah. I mean, this is.
This
I
is
mean,
the deal I'd do.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'd trade Beal for Brogdon, and I'd try and get Robert Williams and give him a pick. That's what I'd
Rob
do.
Williams is out for the season, though. H.
Oh no, we're done then, man. It's over. Forget it, man.
Yeah, he's out. He's
No,
out for the season, bro.
yeah, man.
I love Rob Williams. I hope he ain't the next Greg Oden, but it's just
Good God, I hope that
it's
shit,
looking
man.
that way. It's in that
Yo,
direction
man,
right now. You know, like
if that's the case, killer, man, then they need to blow this up now, man. They need to trade everybody
that's what
and
I'm telling you, bro. Like
just keep
they're
bumping
I ain't
up.
not.
gonna hold.
They're
This
in a
shit is
bad
bad.
spot.
They're definitely in a bad situation because. Especially because they, like I said, you got Eric Gordon complaining about shot attempts, bro. Like, bro, you was a role, like, why are you complaining
But
about
true,
shot attempts? Like,
true. We got Drew
like,
Holiday for Brogdon and Williams, right? And both of the
yeah,
so Brogdon's been playing well, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he couldn't even lift his shoulder when we got rid of him. So it's like, and I love Brogdon, but it's like
that motherfucker
I'm
stay
telling
hurt.
you, we're winning on that trade. Brad Stevens is just he's been great.
Yeah, that
At least
motherfucker
this
Brogdon stay hurt.
offseason is just not waiting around and just making moves, you know. I mean, I could
What
have
up,
when I heard
Bree?
about Rob Williams is out for the season. That's crazy.
You know, another
Yeah,
thing that they could do, what could help them as well, then, just short term, is firing Frank Vogel, man. That's the only
yeah. I
thing, and
mean,
change that style.
I ain't gonna lie, Son's in trouble, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It's
Yeah.
I
like
hear you, man, but if you put a
they
Mike
in trouble.
D'Antoni in there, yeah, sorry, go on,
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
they Tony.
yeah. He's,
D'Antoni, man, yeah, man.
no, I just think it's until they see these guys all on the floor together. I think they gotta have to be patient, hard as it is, to
Yeah,
do, because they made the decision to put all their chips on the table with this Bradley Bill,
Big
trade,
facts.
and until they get a chance to get those guys on the floor, we just don't know. But again, the fact that Woj is already reporting on the frustration from KD, and we're not even a third through the season, is very
it's a
telling.
bad look.
It's
It's a
very
it's a
telling.
it's a bad look, Sean. Because like I said, if you're trying to win a championship, that's a distraction. That's a distraction on the locker room. And if you're trying to get to that point, that's what I'm saying. It's a bad situation because like I get it. What you saying? Okay, we gotta wait it out. But you got these reports coming that like rumblings that he's frustrated, whatever. I understand the team being frustrated with losing, right? You know what I mean? That's different. That'd be a different report. Of course, I mean, listen, you losing, that's going stuff like that comes out every time, right? But when a Pacific player like KD, that comes out by Woj, I mean,
Well,
that's
true.
tough.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That just because Woj dropped that, especially around this time, that don't necessarily mean
Yeah.
anything. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you
Like
absolutely right. You absolutely right, though. I mean, it's still a distraction though.
Like that ain't
Even if
that
it's
ain't
true or not though.
absolute in the least. I'm just saying
Yeah, but that you
he
absolutely
could
right.
just be
But
pissed
Kate,
off the team is losing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I said, 30 games in, fellas. Like KD isn't getting traded anytime soon. If you ask me.
No, I agree. I agree. Look, I do agree. I'll take a step. I do agree that he won't get traded this season. Right. I understand that. This is what he's going to do right at this point. But for the off season, it's we'll see. He does mean.
Yeah, no, I
I
hear you
mean,
there, bro.
the only reason why, hey Chris, the only reason why I will say it do mean something because it has been a trend for KD though. I mean, that's the I'm just going off of history. KD been denying frustrations and rumors and no, everything's good. Next thing you know, like he out here, he got his bags packed. You know what I mean? The U-Haul. You know what I mean?
I just think because of his age, bro, and what he demands from a contract standpoint,
Right.
that he don't really have the leverage like that. You dig what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
So that's kind of my only thing. I just think he's stuck. Like you said, if we're talking about next year, it's a different conversation. I'm just saying for right now, bro, he got to play it out.
Um,
Bradley Beal's
let me,
hurt or not, he has no
let me,
Yeah,
leverage.
Mike. Yeah, Tony on the Pelicans too. I forgot about that.
Especially if you want
Yeah, he
40
on a
million a year.
he's like a coaching advisor or something on the Pelicans. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
Yeah.
yeah, you can get bought out of that contract, man. That ain't nothing
I,
but be.
I don't know what is a coaching advisor. That's funny. That's funny as hell. That's a funny
You know what,
title, coaching advisor.
you know what a coaching advisor is? Free money. That's what it is. It's free money.
I mean, it's like a consult, if it's like a consultant, a team consultant. Like I don't. I heard. I mean,
but yeah, basically, yeah.
It's just a guy to
like,
second guess you, and then you tell him to shut the fuck up, and he walks away. That's about it.
There you go, man. Free money.
I know
But
Jeff.
now here's
I
here.
know Jeff Van Gundy. Cause I know Jeff Van Gundy got he got a consult. He's a consultant for the Celtics. I was like, I just saw that title, coaching advisor. I'm like, true, Sean,
Yeah,
you
man.
good?
True.
You
You
good to do the
seen
wire
Jeff
draft
Van Gundy
tomorrow?
at one game? I haven't. Yeah.
I'm. What time is it? What time is it? I think Sean's good to go. I think tomorrow. What time though?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
all
good.
depending on the time.
After me and SB do our show, I'm free after that. So yeah, if it's like 9 o'clock Eastern, I'm good.
Yeah. So it's like that. I should be good. Like around that time. Just let me know. I like if it's like 9. I could do 9. My brother. This was embarrassing win tonight. What is an embarrassing win? I mean, listen. There's always room for improvement. Like I agree. I agree on that segment, but you can never be no
Scoreboard.
embarrassing to win.
Yeah. How's a dub an
Like you,
embarrassing win? Scoreboard.
Are you talking about
yeah, like
Celtics over Pistons? Was an
Yeah,
embarrassing win.
because we were
yeah,
down 21 each at halftime. We had the
yeah.
worst
That
Yo,
was
half of the
bad.
year.
I'm not gonna lie
That
to
was
you.
bad.
Came
Man.
back and won, and now people are mad.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're a Celtics fan, I would be worried. I would be worried because every time I see the Celtics play, it seems like Jason Tatum makes the game harder. He makes his buckets harder. He
Well,
don't.
Jalen Brown was out of the game. I don't like too many
He do.
excuses,
Yeah,
bro.
at times, Jason Tatum do be. At times, Jason Tatum do be. You know, what I mean, want to take. Well, he took like 8. He took like 6 threes in the second quarter. That was crazy. But
Yeah,
Too
man.
many shots.
like you said, in that second half, he, you know, what I mean, he started playing serious. I guess I don't know. You know, what I mean, he started driving, attacking the paint. We do play
Yeah,
better without Tatum. You know the fun now. With that
Uh,
being said, too, I mean, Corey, listen, we ain't gonna win without Tatum. Let's not. I ain't go that far. But the different now this year, which we struggled with in the past was in the past we struggled when Tatum was not on the floor. Now we're playing good when he's not on when he's not on the floor. So it's like
And I
so
would
that's a
say
good thing
See,
too.
that's
too.
never happened. And like, true. Here's the big thing that people aren't talking. Derek White was terrible in the first half,
Yeah,
and
he's terrible
like
too.
I
Yeah.
said, I went to my pop's house to watch the game with him, and so we're watching the game, and I noticed I've never seen Derek White really slip one time on the court. He slipped like 5 or 6 times this game. I was like, yo, I bet you he changes his shoes when he comes out in the second half. Sure enough, he did. He did.
I would also say
Like he was turning the ball over, like just nothing that Derek White does. He's the most efficient player on the squad, and it was the worst half of basketball I've seen from him. And on top
Yeah.
of it, we just couldn't buy a bucket. So yeah, when they came out in the second half, it was just a different team, you know.
I
Like
would
Drew
also
had a quiet night,
yeah,
but everybody just did their part, And Kristaps was big. He had 35 points, so 33 or something like that. But yeah, we just started going to the paint because we couldn't hit a shot. And that's where we couldn't do that in years past. That's where this guy
Mhm.
makes the team a little different.
I,
So
Yeah.
I would also say too, just for point of reference, when you come off a coastal road trip, the first game back at home is usually a tough game.
great point.
Regardless of the opponent. When you see, especially you spent a week and a half on the West Coast playing on that time in those time
Yeah.
zones, coming back all the way back east, your first game is usually a little tough. So I think that was part of
And
it too.
desperate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's a
saw.
desperate team. A
Yeah,
desperate team in the Pistons to get a dub. Like
right.
cause they listen, cause it's like every Pistons game at this point is like game 7. Like motherfucker don't want it's all or nothing. Like it, cause here's the thing the funny thing about the Pistons going back to them is like those type of games make your young teams like that better down the line, right? Of course, they're not competing nothing now, but those type of games you know what I mean? They get experience. Because
Bro, I
now
bet
it's
they
like
win
okay,
their next game. I
the
wouldn't be
fact, but the
surprised if
fact
they
of the
won
matter
their
is
next game.
because the fact that the Pistons now broke the record, teams don't want to lose against them, so they're gonna get the best out of teams, right? So it's like shit. Well, we getting they at their best, we gotta be on it. You know what I mean? It just so. I mean, like I said before, I mean, listen, I mean, granted, like I said, I didn't like how we won. Of course, like overtime. That's not ideal, especially we got a back to back tomorrow. It's not ideal, but like I said, win's a win. You gotta take it. It's 82 game season. You can't keep dubs for granted. Case in point, look at the Detroit Pistons. You know what I mean? Like win, you got to listen. A win's a win. So like,
Yeah. And keep in mind, you just came off of 3 straight dominant wins on the West Coast, right? You beat the Clippers, you beat the Kings, you beat the Lakers, and dominated those games. So sometimes
After a tough loss, too.
I mean, it was a tough loss.
Tough overtime loss.
It was overtime loss in Golden State. So I mean, yeah, but I mean, when you go 3-1 on a West Coast trip, when you're an East Coast team, you're not gonna trip over an overtime loss like that.
hey,
You So
Yeah, big facts.
yeah. So it's like, listen, every game ain't gonna be pretty, man.
yeah,
Every game ain't gonna be pretty, but listen, hey, like hey, somebody lost to that Bobcats team.
yeah,
I forgot who's that.
and
I forgot who did lose to that Bobcat. Somebody good did lose that. Did somebody lose?
yeah, and
I know y'all you either bully them. Y'all either bully them, Sean. I ain't gonna. Y'all
uh,
used to bully them. It was like a highlight every every time like Miami played against like Charlotte. It was like a crazy highlight. People, LeBron, staring down Michael Jordan. Y'all used to do them bad. Y'all used to do them bad. Like, um, we beat the but listen, you gotta take. But hey, shout out to hey man, and shout out to listen man. Shout out to Porzingis, man. Listen, every time he get a mismatch, I don't care. Give him the ball. He got mismatched, give him the ball, put him in that high post. I mean,
He can't block the
that's
shot.
what he here to do.
He
Yeah,
just
that's what
pulls
he can
up.
do.
Cash.
He don't even
Cash.
he don't even gotta jump. And sometimes he don't even gotta jump. Like that's the crazy thing about it. He like like what the fuck? Like what the hell? Like Chet Holmgren and Victor they better take look their notes, man. I ain't gonna lie. They had look at
He's
listen,
gonna
man.
shot fake and hit somebody on the back cut every time versus those dudes. Like
Listen, man, yeah, his game is very unique. Listen, and like shout out to him because, like I said before, like because he didn't always have this in his game. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I saw like that's when I remember we played him last year in the Wizards. He was killing us in the. I'm like Porzingis do like he was killing us in the post, and I'm like, what the hell? Like nah,
I just feel
I
like
didn't know he had
he
that in his
got something
game.
to play for, true, where he didn't,
Yeah,
thus far. I just
right.
even his intensity, like the way he been getting a few texts, like he just that dude wants to win. I'm sorry, like
Yeah,
I've watched all these games, like he's playing with a different intensity. Like I'll be honest, I wasn't even really a fan, dude, but he got to the
he can.
team, and it's like
Like he was.
you're entering your prime, and you're just now you got something to play for, and yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mess with dude, I really do.
Yeah, because like I said though, because I was like, the funny thing about his post game is, I think it was he told a story where it was like he was going against Marcus Smart. And he had Marcus Smart in the post, and he couldn't post him up. And he knew, and he saw that like he was on. This was like he was on Dallas Mavericks, and
Yeah,
he saw that it's like, and he saw that he said, I gotta get better at this because I'm 7'3". Like I'm 7'3". It's like so I like stuff like that, man. Like hey. The injuries made him work on his game. I mean that too, but like, yeah, I think the injury helped him. But like, cause definitely the post game definitely like long, like he definitely got a longer career now. Add that to his game, definitely though. Playing close to the basket,
his
cause
post is way better. Like he can fake and get
yeah,
to the lay in, but like he can also just fake a pass and then just pull up.
yeah,
Like
cause
dude has so much,
right,
and then he can hit a guy cutting. That's yeah, like it's just there's so much things he can do at that elbow. So yeah,
yeah, cause
I
in the
love
past
that
though he used to
addition.
like, cause in the past he used to rely on his athleticism and like you know what I mean, try to face up, you know what I mean, and try to. But
Yep.
like, if you notice in the past, now like he can face up at times. It really depends, but like for the most part, like I say, it's really simple. You know what I mean? Like most time you really see him really jumping is getting blocks or like for a
Oh, you
lob.
seen
But
that pass to Derek White? You seen that pass to Derek
yeah, that was
White where they
nice.
hit him? We got the offensive rebound. He missed the
Yeah,
three. Somebody outlets to him, and he fakes like he's gonna shoot a three, and he shot fakes to Tatum. I mean, he pass fakes to Tatum, and then hits Derek White wide open under the basket.
that
Like that's just
that
vision.
was nice. That was nice. I ain't like I said, listen. But I was trying to tell, I was like, I told people, man, look what he was doing in the Wizards, man. Listen, like Porzingis doing, so he was on some ish. Like I was like, oh, with all that said, I will got y'all out in the conference final. That's funny. But they gonna play the Grizzlies soon. Let me tell you, stuff. We play the Grizzlies soon, like a couple weeks or something like that. That's gonna be a good game. I'm looking forward for that game. That's
Yeah,
gonna
that will be
be
a fun game to watch.
that's gonna be a fun game.
Ja got fresh legs and he's going crazy.
Demarcus Smart guarding Tatum or Brown. That's you gonna see that. You gonna see that. That's
Yeah,
gonna be.
that is
It's
Marcus. Is
going.
Marcus back? Did he play the last game?
He's back. Yeah, he
I know he
back.
been
He
hurt.
back.
All
He
right, good.
back. listen, like that's I'm gonna look forward to that game. That's gonna be a funny game.
I'll always be a fan of Marcus, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunately he couldn't win a championship with us. Like that's the only
Yeah, no
thing. It's
kid.
like damn, like because he was there. He was here in the beginning, like all the like he was there. Like he's part of the culture, but like the current, you know what I mean, the attitude and stuff like that. Like it's, I mean, that's
He
all.
helped build
It's
what
help. That's
we're
help Marcus
he
Smart.
helped build what we're about.
You know
You
what I mean?
know,
Because people forget like Marcus Smart
I'll
veterans with
always be a
Rajon
fan of that guy.
Rondo. You know what I mean? Because Marcus, yeah, because he was from that transition. Technically, like Marcus Smart, he was here when Rondo was here. You know what I mean? So he was here when Rondo was here. Rondo was last year, and then he was, the Avery Bradleys and all that. So, um, but it definitely was. I mean, yeah, it's just unfortunate that he didn't win a championship. But like, I mean, I'm glad he. I mean, he had the opportunities though to at least, I mean, to at least compete for a championship at least though. But it is what it is. You gotta make them tough moves at times. I know. Brad Stevens is not like that. He had to do it, but that wasn't easy for him.
Yeah, they didn't want to get rid of him.
That was not
It was just one
that
of
was
those.
not an easy move. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh shit, I got.
It was weird because like half the city like wanted him gone, but like the other half didn't.
Oh
And
my god, yeah, that,
I ain't gonna
you
lie,
know that's that.
I didn't want him gone. I always loved Marcus, but at the same time, it's like in Boston we love effort players. We love guys that play
Yeah,
tough, and it's to a fault.
y'all snake. We ain't snake market. It's a listen. At the end of the day, it was a
They
tough
always say
situation.
that
Yes, listen.
every
Hold on,
organization
bro.
has to get rid of players, and they always, oh, Boston gets rid of their
Because
guy.
no,
Like,
this is what
come on.
Chris talking about. Because Brad did tell him we're not trading him because Malcolm Brogdon was supposed to be the guy getting traded in that deal, but the Clippers fumbled that shit. That fuck the Clippers for that too. By the way, so that's I don't because that was a crazy situation. But that being said, like yeah, I mean, but Chris Porzingis, that was a deadline. We had to get that deal. We had to get that deal done.
We did that
And
like week
sometimes
one.
you gotta make. I mean, it was like a couple hour deadline to get that deal done because if he didn't get that deal done, he was gonna be like a
Then you couldn't
you
have made
couldn't
the
trade
deal.
you couldn't trade for him. And mind you, Utah that which was what made it more pressure on the Celtics to make that deal. Utah was trying to get him. So hey man, all right, Sean, appreciate you, Sean. So it's like we didn't snag him. I mean, and Brad Stevens did talk to Marcus Smart the next day. He met with him next day, like face to face. So it's like, I mean, saying that we snaked him, man, like it's crazy. I mean, it was tough. Of course, that's a tough. Because listen, at the end of the day, it's a business. At the end of the day, it's like you gotta make tough decisions like that. But the real snakes is the Clippers because the Clippers talking about oh, they didn't know about Malcolm Brogdon's injury, whatever. How bad is it? But then later on, you want to make a trade for Malcolm Brogdon. A couple weeks later, like, come on, bro. Like a week later,
Yeah, they don't want to talk about
like,
that shit.
yeah. But everything works out for a reason because we got Drew Holiday now, and like I said, I love Marcus Smart. I love Marcus Smart. You know what I mean? But Drew Holiday is the better basketball player. It's all it is what it is. Like, man, if you want to argue defensively, cool. They're the same tier, cool. But Drew Holiday is just a better basketball player offensively. You know what I mean? Marcus Smart wasn't shooting 40% from three and scoring this. You know what I mean? Just, I mean, so I
Yeah,
mean,
they just
you know,
looking for any excuse to just shoot at the
yeah,
franchise, but whatever. I mean, we got the
shoot,
best record in the league, and y'all
y'all
calling
ain't
out
say
about
Milwaukee
nothing.
Bucks. Y'all ain't say Milwaukee Bucks did the Drew Holiday dirty. Like so,
Like,
like
what are we talking about?
yeah, like yeah, it's crazy. Like people, it's really crazy. Um, yeah, but shout out losing, man. This team was down, man, and they fought. I mean, in fact, we should have been down to the Pistons, but they fought back. I mean, we finally got an overtime win this year, so we we ain't
Yep,
0
first
3 no more.
overtime win.
Over, you know, what I mean, but like I said, I've been
They
trying
were
to tell
just
people,
hoping we lost, True. That's all it is. They were just hoping we lost.
and
They
like I
thought it was
said
a
though,
wrap.
Jason
We
Tate
were down
and
21 and a half.
Yeah, and Jason Tatum is going to take him time, man. I mean, and I think he got better at trusting his teammates more. You know what I mean? Um,
Bro, it
like I
ain't
said,
about
percentage,
Jason Tatum no more. It's about the team. That's
right?
what people
Like,
aren't getting. Like
yeah,
they're Tatum ain't in the MVP race no more. Nobody gives a damn about that. Like we're just
right.
trying to
Tatum
win,
don't care.
and that's what
Yeah,
we're
Tatum
doing.
don't care about that because they would say he a turnover machine, but they won't say talking about he
We
just
took
he
the
had,
Lakers
they had
stole
10.
the whole ever since we
Yeah,
beat the Lakers on
yeah,
Christmas. All they've been talking about is trade the whole team, bro. So I don't want
exactly.
to hear
So
nothing.
how they was going back and forth. I mean, shout out to Lamont and shout out to Snead. They was going back and forth though. You know how we get. I sometimes there was no name calling. I let that. I mean, sometimes like you
Yeah, but those
overpowering
dudes
somebody,
really,
over
those
talking
dudes
is
know
different.
basketball. Like they know they're talking basketball.
I mean, I think they were going back. I mean, Barry don't. I had heated debates with Lamont before a bunch of times. Listen, I mean, I ain't. But um, but one thing about Lamont, though, at least he let you get your take off. Though you can't say he don't let you get your takes off. Like a lot of people will cut you off, and I'm not saying he doesn't do that, but like everybody, I mean, listen, sometimes people do get carried away, so you gotta do that. I mean, there we go. You was just a lot hater though, Barry, man. But I mean, I mean, it's, I don't like I said though, man. I tried to, like you said, we shot it. And that's another thing too. We shooting bad from three, and we're winning games. Is That's also a good thing too.
Oh, and we got out
That's
rebounded by
also a
like
good thing.
13 or 14 boards,
Yeah. So the
and we
defense.
still got the
I
dub.
mean, are we? I don't. Yeah. That's another thing too. Like I was saying, Joe Mazzulla. I'm saying I saw a little bit of Joe Mazzulla hate on Twitter. I'm like, at the end of the day, oh, we need Imadoka back. Well, here's the thing, people, and people everybody that criticizing Joe. The more successful Joe gets, y'all do realize Imadoka gets credit for that. I don't think people really honestly realize that. Like the more successful Joe gets, Imadoka gets credit for that. Cause you know why? He was under Joe. He was under Imadoka. So when people be criticizing him, like I be saying, Celtics fan be criticizing Joe Mazzulla, I don't get it. Like, because the more successful he gets, Imadoka gonna get credit for it.
Now,
So,
That's Joe Cool, bro. He sits back, smokes a square. He's like, "Fuck the timeout."
what you got better?
I
Listen,
like
but
Missoula.
which I'm loving this year is I'm seeing little bits. I'm seeing Brad Stevens. I'm seeing Imadoka's coaching styles together. I can definitely tell that he was under those guys coaching. You know what I mean? And he got his own style
Yeah,
to it too. He has his own style as a coach.
he
So,
got a presence about him, like, and the
yeah,
guys respect it. I get like he might not be the best X's and O's guys or whatever, but I mean you can't say like the Celtics don't run plays. Like the ball movement is crazy right now. So
bro, we got like the most plays. We got the most plays like in the NBA. Like we got Joe Mazzulla came from under Brad Stevens, and Joe Mazzulla's an offensive mastermind. So the X's O's, but like Joe Mazzulla, listen, the team is playing hard, man. I mean, and here's the thing, like
No, I was just talking. True, I
how
was just talking about
yeah
because people were saying he got out coached by homeboy on the Heat. What's his name? That's all I was
yeah
referring to. I'm not saying he don't run
yeah
plays. I'm
yeah.
just saying that was his criticism because they were saying he got out coached by
Even and granted,
Eric Mazzulla.
that was a
I
bad
mean,
loss. That was a bad
Eric
loss.
Spoelstra.
It it was a bad loss. But that being said, like players got to execute too, and Joe Mazzulla could have done better in that series because man, mind you, being down 0-3, reason why we lost. Because shoot, all we got to do is win. We had a home court advantage. You
Bro, we
know, we
lost
didn't
because
protect
Jason
home
Tatum
court.
rolled his ankle on the first play of the game.
That
Let's
and
just
that
be
too,
honest.
and Jalen Brown had one of the worst series he had in his career. So you add that, and then, like I said, listen, Amendola. I mean, Joe Mazzulla definitely could have coached better from the start of that series, right? I don't think nobody gonna disagree with that, but let's not forget, being down 0-3, you had all the excuses. You had all the reasons to not, you know what I mean, to stop playing hard. You know what I mean? You had all the
Yeah, we
reasons
ran
to,
it
but
back.
they forced the game seven. They forced the game seven. So the team playing hard
That's
for the
crazy.
coach. The team playing hard for a coach, and mind you, the fact that Joe Mazzulla telling these guys need to sacrifice, and they doing that, by the way. So you can't say they're not listening to him, or you know what I mean, or not. Like I mean,
Yeah,
Drew Holiday even
everybody
said,
wanna
like,
true. Everybody wanna look at the numbers. Oh, Tatum ain't in the MVP race. He ain't, bro. What
who
is our
cares,
record?
bro? Who cares?
Yeah,
Listen, Joe.
nobody
Listen,
gives a damn about
who
Tatum's
cares, bro?
MVP voting or any of that. Like, yo, it's about the team.
Jason Tatum,
Our team is
Jason may
better
never.
than yours.
Jason Tatum may not win every MVP ever. Look at the era he playing in. Like, so what? As long as Jason Tatum help the team win, it's all that really matters. It don't matter at the end of the day.
And he's doing that this year, and people are scared. Let's just be honest, bro. I'm sorry. We beat the Lakers, and now everybody's scrambling, especially
That is
Laker
a fact too.
fans.
There's a that is a fact. Or we
Trade
now it's
him,
like,
trade him, trade him. Yeah, you better.
cause now we beat them. It's like, oh, cool. Cause here's the thing though. They had to say that. And let's be honest. Um, the Lakers beating because the Lakers would have beat the Celtics. You know how many narratives we would have heard, bro, if the Lakers had beat the Celtics at
Bro,
Christmas
I would have
Day.
heard it all year.
Lakers, man, listen, bro, listen, man. The narratives would have been nasty. Where a week Lakers winning the championship
And
and
then
all that. I mean, they still would be
if
saying
we lose tonight, forget it. They would have been, oh, you lost to the Pistons. Like, cut it out.
like, look, now,
We
like,
was never
I mean,
losing that
I think they
game.
were still, yeah, the Lakers still would be talking about trading people, and they would still be calling Darvin Ham, Darvin Scam, and all that. But I mean,
And then
but
they'll
still,
trade for another coach and call him the same thing, bro. Like, it's funny.
but I'm just saying the energy is different. The energy is different though. When y'all just won the in season tournament, and now you know what I mean. You won the in season
It's
tournament, and now it's
scattering.
different now because y'all. I'm just saying, that's just crazy to me, man.
No, because they know it's over. That's all it
I
is. They just
mean,
know it's over, bro. You
yes.
can't fuck with any of the top teams, and you know it. And you're mad. I want that to sink in.
No,
Somebody,
but it wasn't
if I'm
just
lying,
the
somebody pull up
Celtics,
on the
but
panel
like,
and tell me I'm wrong.
yeah, like, and he's like, listen, the Celtics, listen, look, Celtics playing the best basketball right now, man. I mean, regardless of people like it or not. I mean, they talk about because listen, and I told people this. Particularly, you was there. I told people this. It's not listen. People think, oh, listen. We just because we shoot a bunch of threes doesn't mean that's a bad thing, right? It doesn't mean it's a bad thing because the threes we shoot majority of the time is open shots. Only
Facts.
time if it's a contested three, the only time it's a contested three, if you're talking about Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, that's the only people that really take the contested shots like that, right? Maybe
Yeah,
occasionally Drew Holiday,
every other three is wide open.
maybe a Drew Holiday, and if you want to say a Derek White, well, Derek White shooting like 40% from pull up three, so he's efficient. He can do that. I don't give a fuck. He can listen. Tatum, you can't do that, Tatum, but Derek White, you can do pull up threes. You're efficient at it, so you can do it all you want.
The only
But
dudes
Tatum,
on the team, honestly, true, that don't shoot threes by
yeah,
design is Tatum and Brown.
yeah. And
They're the
Jaylen
only
Brown's getting
guys
better at that.
that
And
have that
Jaylen
freedom
Brown,
where they can just feel it and be like, ah.
yeah,
But besides that,
and
like
Brown
everybody else,
and
it's
Brown
it's
got better.
formatted.
Right, and Brown's got better. Brown has definitely got better. I've noticed he's definitely getting better when it comes to like decision making and stuff like that. But even like I said, Tatum's getting in the post more. Jalen Brown one of the best transitional players in the game. Tatum one of the best 3 level scorers in the game. Porzingis stretched big, one of the best post scorers in the game. Listen, we're third. We're one of the best post scoring teams in the league. I mean, and the most
So
efficient post scoring
true.
teams in the league.
Something I
And
noticed, right? I
only
want to
two
ask you
teams,
about.
and
Go
only two teams that better in the post is the Sixers and the Nuggets. And they got you know
okay.
who on their team. So I mean,
No, true. I was gonna ask you something. So what I noticed is when the shots aren't falling, they're consciously going to the paint. And it's like
right.
it ain't just Tatum and Brown, like the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I
Yeah.
noticed. Like I feel like in other years we would have lost tonight. You know what I mean? Like we're just it
That's all
ain't
we did. That's
clicking.
all we did.
Yeah, it ain't clicking. We can't hit shots. I guess we're just gonna lose tonight. They were like, nah, fuck
And
that.
shout out
So
even Derek White. Derek White is a better finisher this year than last year. Like Derek White like his finishing ability
way
compared to
better.
when he first got to Boston is a big difference. His finishes got better.
He
Like I
got a
said,
hezzy
shout
game
Drew
now.
yeah, like Drew
Like he'll
Holiday, Drew
hesitate before
Holiday,
he goes up.
yeah,
Drew's
Drew Holiday.
posting
Like I
guys
said,
up.
right, and shout out to Marcus Smart though, but and Marcus Smart is a big guard himself. He's a 6'4" guard, but 6'3", and you know no, but he either post up. It wasn't efficient when Drew Holiday used to score and using his size and stuff like that. It wasn't the same. So that's another layer of how Drew Holiday love Marcus Smart, but he was an upgrade from Marcus Smart. It's that simple. When being a
This is
more
what it
efficient
is.
guy is more efficient, playing same level defense, being more efficient. Um,
And Drew got space because they
and
have to respect three
right,
point line. So guys are out
right,
on the line. Like it's just it's
right.
easy work.
He's
Like
a
he can
shooter.
just he can just
He's a better shooter himself, and and he's a better rebounder than Marcus Smart. So, which
facts.
he's on career highs in rebounds right now too. By the way, this is his best year rebounding the ball,
Yeah, he's
and
killing.
so. Shout out to Drew Holiday playing a different role and still affecting the game at a high level.
Like he didn't even fill up the stat sheet tonight. True. But it's like he had a huge impact on the game because he was actually the only player that didn't have a bad game tonight, if you ask me. At least in the first
Right.
half. You know?
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely crazy because it's like
He'll force a turnover. Like the dude is just solid every fucking night. And so
facts.
I can't
Like it's
complain. Like I ain't even gonna lie. Like I wasn't a little worried when they were down 21 in the first half, but I had a feeling they were gonna come back, and they did. So that's what a
they did
championship
what
team does,
they did what they had to do. I gotta admit. I mean, I was like, dog. Okay, I turned the game off like almost the end of the second quarter before halftime. I
I'll
was
be
like, I'm gonna
honest. I'll
turn
be
this
honest,
back
bro.
on.
I went to the store during halftime, right, and I turned it on like mid third
Yeah,
quarter. I was listening to the radio, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It was like a 7 point game or whatever, and
yeah.
yeah, and it just
Cause
kept.
I was
They
like,
just
man, I
kept.
was
They
like,
just kept chipping. They just kept chipping into that lead, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're gonna win this game." Like by the time the third quarter was over, I was like, "Oh, we're winning this game." Then to the Pistons, I'll give them it. We had a 6 point lead, and they hit like I think they got a foul, 3 point play, whatever. They hit the shot, hit the free throw, and then I think Cunningham hit a big three. But after that, I was like, if we go to OT, these dudes they're gonna lose, and that's what happened.
yeah, facts. It's yeah, man. It's definitely that was definitely was like that definitely was like a playoff type of it was like that definitely was like a Celtics got booed. They was booing. They were booing them. I was like, oh man, this ain't looking good.
True, to
But
be fair, right? Somebody,
yeah,
I want to say, I don't know if it was last night or the night before. It was one of them streams you did, right? I want to say it was the what's his name, the dude from the Heat that was talking about Bill Russell. Might have been last night,
Don
and
Sasser.
somebody said, yeah, and somebody was saying it was a great point that nobody wants to lose to the Pistons, and they're playing like their best ball. They're just losing. And I was like, I didn't even
Yeah,
think about it like that. And then while I was watching the game, it kind of like hit me. I'm like, oh, that's what dude was talking about. Because, bro, I'm watching this team. They shouldn't have lost 28 games in a row, bro. No fucking way. They're
yeah,
way better of
yeah.
a team than that.
That's unbelievable. They
So
lost 20 real like
that's what I'm
that though.
saying. Like, so I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh, bro was right. Like, whoever said that.
Yeah,
I don't remember
so
his
we
name, but
now the question. Hopefully, we can keep this streak. Hopefully, we can keep getting this win streak alive. Um, we play the Raptors tomorrow. That's gonna be interesting. Al Horford not gonna play. I wonder if Jalen Brown's gonna be out there. We'll see. Um,
why was Jalen Brown out? True.
back
I actually
contusion
didn't hear
because
that.
LeBron need him. Remember
Oh,
LeBron
okay.
need him in the back.
I forgot
You
about that.
know, so hopefully, like I said, hopefully, um, we may. Well, he probably may be back tomorrow. Al Horford not going to be there, so definitely you probably going to see. I'm curious. We may see Luke Cornett tomorrow. We may see
Probably
Luke
see a
Cornett
lot of
tomorrow.
Cater.
And we're gonna see Cater for sure. Well, we may see Luke Cornett or not. I don't know. We may
I
see
don't know
Lamar
what his
Stevens.
injury status is.
Now he's back. He's back. He doesn't play.
Oh, is he back?
He's healthy.
All right.
He's
What's
been
up with
healthy the past couple of games.
Brissett?
Brissett played a little bit. Brissett played for like four. He played a little bit,
I don't know why
but
Missoula don't play him more, bro. He's nice. Like he comes off the bench
he
and actually makes an
yeah
impact.
he's decent. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I
I'm not
mean,
saying he's like that guy, but I'm just saying
yeah,
he does make an impact off the bench.
it's hard to have a 10 man, 11 man rotation though. Like I understand, like you're already playing.
No, that's
Okay,
true.
so it's hard to like. I mean, but I mean, I'm curious on. Well, the Raptors are small though, so I mean, well, they got Jakob Portal, but still, um,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Brissett in the game.
Brissett.
Especially,
I
we went
don't
in
know.
OT tonight. Guys could potentially be a little fatigued. So I wouldn't be
Yeah, that
surprised if you
too.
see a couple guys might not necessarily see or otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so but Jalen Brown should be fresh. Jalen Brown fresh, so that means this gonna be. I hate playing against the Raptors though.
They always play
Like
us tough for
they
some reason.
they annoying. They just annoying. Like they is annoying as hell. But um, then we play against the Spurs after that. So like, we're OKC. It's one. We on the West Coast. We on the Texas Oklahoma trip. I think we played the Spurs or okay. We play them soon though. I don't know if it's after the Raptors game or not. I want to see Victor versus Porzingis. That's going to be very interesting. That's the Porzingis versus Victor. That's going. I'm curious who's going to guard him. I'm curious who's going to guard him because it's not going. I don't think it's going to be Porzingis. I'm very curious on who going to guard. Victor. Is it going to be? That's yeah. That's one thing about this team too. Though, is like we don't know who's going to guard who on other 10 guys' teams. Always like it's always a good guessing game.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, we're just deep, bro. We got several guys that can guard several different positions. So, but yeah, true. Thanks for having me on, buddy. I'm dip out.
Yo, T Killer, yeah, I'm about what time? Oh yeah, it's about to be 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
Hey
like
man,
2
appreciate
versus
everybody for
2 o'clock.
tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate T Killer, Sean, everybody, Chris, Barry, Bond, Sneed, H from the UK. Everybody for tuning in. It's your boy True. Peace, deuces, salute. It's your boy. I'm out.